East Kilbride is Scotland's sixth largest town. At the end of the war, it was only a small village of 2,000 people. It became Scotland's first new town and has developed into the most successful experiment of its kind in Britain. Construction started in June 1948, when the peg marking the first development of East Kilbride New Town was driven into the ground. And in the school hall of the old village, the Secretary of State for Scotland publicly inaugurated the new town. It had all begun 5 years before, with the Clyde Valley Regional Plan. Glasgow had grown into an overcrowded and unplanned city where people were travelling ever-increasing distances from home to work. To relieve this problem of growing congestion, the village of East Kilbride was chosen as the site for Scotland's first new town. 9 miles south of Glasgow, it was surrounded by green fields and open country. The railway station already existed. Electricity and gas were close at hand, and the great Dar Reservoir was under construction in the Lanarkshire hills and would soon be able to provide the new town with an ample supply of water. The first housing grew up around the existing village. In this post-war era, building materials were in short supply, and so experimental methods were used. A dairy farm to the south of the village was chosen as the site for the town centre, the heart of a new town which would grow into a self-sufficient community generating its own economy. By 1953, the new developments were taking shape. The roads were being built and new areas being opened up. Sir Anthony Eden, in praising the Development Corporation for their work in planning the new town, also commended them for the way in which they had sought to preserve and develop old East Kilbride. Housing was a top priority. By 1955, the 3,000th house had been built and was opened by the chairman of the Development Corporation, Sir Patrick Dolan. This early housing won awards for design. From the start, the architects were intent on providing a variety of homes. Terraces at right angles to the street provided grass play areas for children, and a footpath system separated pedestrians from traffic. Each residential area had its own neighbourhood shopping centre. School building kept pace with the rapid increase of population. And the churches were also building, no less than 12 different denominations. But the success of the town depended on attracting industry and commerce. The Development Corporation built factories in advance to attract the new companies which would provide employment. They in turn benefited from the tradition of industrial skills in the region. Open country in the centre of the town became the site of one of the largest and most comprehensive research and development laboratories in the world, the National Engineering Laboratory. An engineering training centre was also set up to teach apprentices basic skills and techniques. The town centre was growing. It would become the focal point for shopping and entertainment in the new town. In 1959, the first phase was officially opened by the Prime Minister, Harold Macmillan. Over the years, East Kilbride attracted worldwide attention. Royalty and heads of state were among the many visitors. East Kilbride New Town is new no longer. A quarter of a century after its inception, a planner's dream has become reality. This is a place where people choose to live and raise a family. A place to grow up in. A place where people can make a good life and enjoy themselves. Links with Glasgow have been maintained and improved. By 1974, 20,000 families were living in East Kilbride. The 12,000th family from Glasgow was officially welcomed. A planned town conceived in the dark years of the war has become a thriving community. East Kilbride was a bold social and economic experiment. It is the success story of British new towns. A small post-war village which developed into Scotland's 6th largest town. Looking at it today, it's hard to believe that it hasn't always been there. East Kilbride has gone to town.